What's going on, y'all? You can see I got my hoodie on this morning. It is 50 degrees out where we are and fall is in the air. It's one of our first cold snaps, and when it gets cold, the crappie move in shallow. So we're gonna get out here, try to get on some crappie this morning. Y'all stay tuned. Let's see if we can catch them. The lure that I'm gonna start off throwing this morning is going to be the Bobby Garland, just a little straight tail, throwing that on a pearl white with a VMC Neon Moon jig head. This is a 32nd ounce jig head, and we'll talk a little bit more about our setup later on. See if we can locate these fish. Oh, he's on. There we go. That's gonna be the first one in the morning. And he was right on those stumps. That's gonna be a keeper. That's a decent one too. That was a good crappie, y'all. Boom. And he choked it. All right, well, that is a great way to start the morning. Let me get off my brush pile right here. That fish was sitting right on that stump right there, super tight to it. All right, well, that is the first crappie for the box, and that joker is gonna run somewhere close to 12 inches. That is a solid fish right there, y'all. Let's get back out there, see if we can do it again. All right, well, I guess that was the only hungry fish on this tree. There he is. There he is. Snagged it right off the edge of the tree. They are so tight to the trees this morning. That's another decent crappie. Come here. Stay down. Boom. Another good one. All right, well, we've covered a little bit of water this morning. We're still just playing with some trees to really see what they're firing off on. And I think it's more of a straight retrieve than anything, but they are so tight to these trees right now, which, you know, fishing like that, throwing a rod and reel around these trees can be very, very tough and aggravating because there's a ton of limbs and stuff to snag on. But if that's where they're at, that's where we got to throw it. Boom. Beautiful little crappie right there, man. He's on. He's on. Oh, that's a good one. Felt good anyways. It's not a good one. It might be a keeper though. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a keeper. Crappie number 3 right here. Boom, boom. Let's see if this guy will keep. All right. Yes, sir. That joker is 9.5. That is a keeper. Appreciate it, dude. Going in the box. So moving into that like fall transition, which is where we're at right now with these crappie. In the summer, these guys have gone down into some of the deepest holes, and they just really don't feed very heavy when that water temperature is, you know, above 80 degrees and whatnot. Well, now we're getting our water temperature to move down into the upper 60s, low 70s. And these crappie are starting to make their move into shallower water, which is making them a lot easier to catch, and it's opening up those feeding windows to where, you know, you can really get on a bite for most of the morning, and then sometimes you can stay on them all day long depending on how fired up they are. But yeah, I mean, that's just fall crappie fishing right there. So far, these crappie have all been sitting right up against this structure, which is, I mean, it's typical that you're going to find crappie in structure. But the thing is that we're fishing like a cypress forest, right? And so you got these cypress trees that come up. Well, underneath it, there's just all kinds of cypress knees and structure all over the place down through here. So, you know, I could make a cast way out to that tree, bump it on bottom, and I'm constantly on top of structure. A lot of times, you know, we can fish these areas and you can catch them several feet off of the trees, but today it's been literally right on top of them. Oh, he's on. There he is. Oh, it came off right there. Dude, that was a super slow retrieve. He came off right there. He's on. Is that a crappie? It is. Caught him on a spinner. So I had to swap over to a spinner real quick to try to cover down on a little bit more water. Still just bouncing back and forth, but this guy was out in the middle of nowhere. So anyways, that is our 5th crappie, I believe. I don't think he's gonna make 9 inches. That guy is about 8.5 inches, y'all. Boom, boom. Throwing that spinner, I like to throw that spinner when I want to cover down on a little bit more water. I rip it out there, just a slow retrieve back to me. And like being in the woods and fishing around cypress knees and stuff like this, there's just limbs and debris and stumps all over the bottom of this water. So there he is. That's a good one. It's a better one. So like I was saying, you don't necessarily have to throw right on top of a tree. There's stuff all over the bottom of the water, and sometimes swapping over to a spinner can help you land some more fish. Boom. And that guy's gonna keep. Just gonna get a quick measurement on this guy, and he is 9 1/4. So that is another keeper, y'all. Boom, boom. So one of the cool things about fishing an area like this is that you can come out here and catch a ton of fish. I mean, there are just fish all over. Pretty much every one of these trees just have schools of crappie, brim, a lot of good bass in here. But you can come in here and go crappie fishing without a fish finder, and you really no electronics. I mean, you see I have nothing on my kayak right here, just coming around here, bouncing around, throwing around trees, and we're able to pick up, you know, several different crappie. And I would consider today to be a pretty slow day. I've had days where I've fished areas like this and just first 30 minutes have 15 crappie and just about ready to go home. All right, y'all, so pretty decent morning out here on the water. Caught several crappie, got a couple in the box. We're gonna have a good lunch coming up, y'all. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was informative and helpful. If it was, leave a like, comment with any questions, subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see y'all next time.